now we are entering this first stage of the production, where we mount S&D components. At the first stage here,
this is for printing PSB, right?
it's for printing solder paste on PCB. So we have this stencil for each card. The board is going under and up, and we print the solder paste directly to the board. And pasta. Pasta. The next step now is to mount components on the PCB. So the machine now is going to pick up components from each side and mount them.
And solder it on it, right?
No, it's not soldered yet.
Oh, it's just place it in the right places.
Yeah. The next stage will be soldering.
How do the components stick to the board?
The solder paste we printed first. It's a little bit sticky.
Oh, okay. So it's on there's some kind of glue which is on the.
Yeah, it's not. It's a solder. It's a solder tin added with some flux. It's a little bit sticky. So when you put the component on top of it, it stays.
Oh, okay.
Until the soldering process happens in the next oven.
Is it done or?
So now it's done, and the board will go further like this.
I see.
So this is a final assembled board.
So it's exactly what just happened at that stage.
Yeah, it happened. It goes further like this. Now we need to be really careful because all of the components now. There's nothing that's been soldered for now. Everything is loose. I could simply take this right off. So, as I told you, it stays in this sticky solder paste. And I think I need to put it on here. And next step now is to the PCB into this oven. And then we slowly heat up the board until the solder paste melted and we get a
so it's
soldering afterwards, yeah. So take a look here now. You can see the soldering paste that was grey at this side is now been melted. So now the component sticks to the board. So now it's soldered during this oven.
Okay. What are these? What is this graph? It's the
everything should be in the middle here.
Possibility of error, or just that the component is slightly disaligned.
It's slightly disaligned. Yes, that's correct. The thing that we use is this to check which component we have the most failure rate on. So this one has the U3 has now the machine has found 3 components.
Yeah, it's condensator, right?
No, I think it's a processor or some chip.
Yeah. Okay. L and it's inductive.
Inductor, yeah.
Okay, cool. And this is still not a big deal because it's slightly designed. it's still working well, right?
Yeah, it's still working well, and in the soldering process, it will be aligned anyway. So this may not be a big thing, but it gives the operators feedback. Only place on this one, and the feedback goes into the machine. And the machine picks from this position and mounted on the board. Here is a small component.
Can you see them, actually?
Yeah.
See the components? Fly shit.
Really tiny.
Right.
And check for the position at the end of the line here at the other machine, just to check that the quality is okay.
So, is it some kind of scanning?
Yeah, it's the same type of machine that you saw over there.
Oh, okay.
Just a newer module. So this is the camera. I think we just move on to the soldering.
So this is completely assembled board, right? Ready to install into the housing.
Yeah, it's just missing a fuse. Some fuses. She will now show you how they solder this board.
Oh, let's take a look.
So now we will slowly heat up the board and do a rinsing first. First stage will be a rinsing. This one, I can also take away this window.
Oh, okay.
At the soldering,
I get it into consideration. That is really hot.
As you can see, this is metal tin. The temperature at the moment is 264 degrees.
And what's happening here?
Just preheating.
Oh, okay.
So as you can feel on just a little bit of heat.
What is these lamps?
The final heating area. So now the board has been entering. Now it's now in standby mode. So it starts like this.
Whoa.
Just to heat up the board at the final stage because of the
Сейчас. А все здесь?
The one thing that happens now that we were soldering everything at the same time. Just to be sure that this soldering process is very good.
Or you can see the components.
As you can see now, the board that was inside the machine previously now was the one that we also saw right now. They check each batch of bolts just to make sure that the solderings are perfectly on each batch. So this is why this one was done before. Okay, so now we have a live X-ray picture of the PCB inside. Inside the chips, this is resistors. So it's a resistor. And what we can do here is
Whoa! Ah, amazing!
3 dimensions just to check
This is just crazy.
inside the PCB.
This is better machine than I have on the hospital.
Yeah, I believe.
So this is what we need to be sure that's correctly, especially the solderings.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same board that we saw earlier in the production area. He is now putting power on the board to check if it's okay before delivering to Electrocompaniet then.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you have a chassis where you can put it on and put some electric.
Ну, то есть, если он не задымился, не взорвалось, значит, все прошло хорошо.
Да, правильно.
He's from, maybe you speak Russian?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Get that.
That's in Litauen.
Yeah, I know. Here, and we always produce one line in a time. So at 2 times, but we can have 20, 20, 20 normally we produce. And then, now they maybe go for lunch, but then they assembling and they have a checklist. This is a ECI 6D. It's an amplifier with DAC, with integrated amplifier with DAC. And then they're putting on 20 or something, and then they start to montage everything. If it need to be download software in, we have 2 ways on download software. One is the board software that actually can be doing the production under the testing. Like we have a board console, put it in and see that everything is working, and then we have this bench here. Where we have all the software running and testing, so you can see everything that we're doing, the measuring, upgrading. This is the checking and one EMP3, I think. And everything we need to be tested, this is the way we download the software on. Each one we have to download. That needs software, we need to do it manually.
Do you mean burning firmwares?
There can be also operating, streaming software, everything software we need to have down. But the burning is done in the fabric.
Mm-hmm. So you basically test the usage for each case, for each player.
Huh? Bandbreadth or bandwidth and everything.
Mm-hmm. And what does that graph say?
You can say the bandwidth, huh? Spectrum.
Uh-huh. So this is this signal.
From the EMP, from the Blu-ray player, yeah? After we have downloaded all the software, if there's something wrong, it goes here in the assembly. So it's never so much full because the quality is normally very good. But if there is any small fault or something that we find out, because it can be, because it's manual, right? One screw is missing or something. It goes there after the quality control. And then we're going over. Then we're going over to the burn-in test. Here it stays 24 hours for burn-in test.
How often it actually getting burned?
Or you mean normally we find most of it in here.
Oh, okay. So this is just to make sure.
Make quite sure that nothing is when it's shipped, it's okay. But because normally when you switch, when it stays for a longer time, like 12 or 20 hours, we know when we switch it off and then on again, it's okay, or it is like burn, like you said.
Okay, so these are basically loaded amplifiers that works on the high load. Oh,
Yeah, this is, I think this is going to be connected now. This is ready, but this can be CDs, this can be amplifier, whatever we have, we put here on electrical.
I mean, the condition of test are extremal, so
Yeah.
it's loaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be put here for assembling. So we are assembling everything by hand, and we always use two package. Do you know why we normally we have Electrocompaniet package like this? Very nice.
Yeah, this is inside.
It's inside. Do you know why?
No.
Because it's so popular and it's so expensive,
Oh,
and people will steal it.
okay.
So we'd have to double pack it. Only this you can see is PS1S and nothing else. They will never say Electrocompaniet outside the box. Because it's because of the safety and for everything. Because it could be nicer to have these nice boxes. It's the same price, but we cannot do it because go to the airport or transport. I can say, this is 5,000 euros. The thing is that everything is done by special person here. We don't have like everyone doing everything. Like assembling, that is Valdas. Is one person is responsible for assembling, so it's assembled and packed in the same way all the time. So if he ill one day, we stop packing. If it's not emergent, because we wanted to do it in one way.
So we don't have someone to replace him.
Yeah, we had to replace, but we want it to be in the same way and the quality. And the same is that other people, they have special jobs. So if it's not we have always 2 or 3 people can do the same, but we have specialists.
Okay.
And here you can see all the things that we have. If you want to see like how we are packing everything. Everything is nice and very. So we repair this. You can see this is an old one. We repair now. I think it can be 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. Still, we fix it for people. You see, it's not a new one.
So this is like repair shop.
This is the repair shop for very difficult, because the distributor has their own repair center.
For easy cases.
Yeah. But when they have problem or old things, they send it to us, because people have patience for Electrocompaniet. So if they bought it for 10 years ago, they still want to have it because they like the sound and the feeling. So this is not it's only one, but it's fantastic. You can also see here, it's the 2-channel audio preamplifier. So everything we can fix for customer. I think this is maybe 15 years, 20. The company is 40 years old. So we still repair things that is 20, 30 years old.
This is really nice.
Yeah.
Nice of you.
Yeah. So normally we say we can, normally law is 5 years, but we do it all the time because we know how much it means for people. It's expensive, but people still want to have it. From long time ago. From people, there's another range we have, but you.
So
a
this
heavy
is
one.
the first one of the first remote controls.
forholdsvis store edderkopper.
So looks
De søker
heavy.
jo varme, så de
Yeah, you
kommer
can
til å
feel.
søke inn.
Wow. I wouldn't like to use it at home.
Få øye på, det er en avart av tarantella, dette her. Og i og med at dette er svært giftige edderkopper, så må dere ta på dere verneutstyr og så rulle sammen hele denne plenen og levere det i spesialkonteinere for destruksjon.
It's amazing. On the model we have, we try not to do any big change, and we also control that we have not enough supplies of components. Before we finish the design, we control that they can deliver at least 5 or 10 years. We don't just start and hope they will deliver next week, because electronic is very difficult to have stable delivery, and it's also long time delivery. So here you can see the layout, and
Yeah, this is how Electrocompaniet boards getting
design.
their
Har det kostat
board.
50 Here you can see all the card he made is like this, and
Ta bilde av det, da. Det er jo
nej. Yeah, well, buffer. But he testing also after he testing everything and see that everything is working, and so he makes everything. There you can see the card he has.
Yeah, this looks complex.
Kan vi korta det?
What is this exactly? What's the device?
det er streamerkortet for høyttaleren.
It's the streamer board, the new streamer board for easy living, the new model I will show you. It's a new streamer board. So it's a processor, isn't it?
Ja, prosessor
Ja.
her.
Yeah.
And memory, power, memory again, Ethernet, Ethernet connector, this is for communication, SPDIF inputs, and USB input.